Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
I'm going to lose one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Jump out.
From the 39, Rodgers. That's complete. Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Now, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Slam.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey, 88. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
50.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Over. Check. Lucky.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Out. Wait. Check 52. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And
that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Steeler first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 15 on it. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit. You go tight.
First down, here's White. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Alert 3. Shit. Alert flare.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check my 50. Man, I Shit! Watch out, though. He's coming.
On second down, they'll run with White. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Win 18.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Go back. Recon, 132 fighter. Back north. 399.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Damn,
and
Rodgers.
a big turnover there as his guys will get
Really?
the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Max 50, Max 50. Yo, check three.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 5. Smooth. All day. Defense all day. All day. 5's the Mike. 5's the Mike.
To throw, it's Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Get 300. Get 300.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check, 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 check. Check 37, check 37.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run with White. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Go, go. 50. Oh, you got this.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Check, 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 check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's gets loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
That's a what?
Going on the ground, it's White, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Mixon with a 1st down carry. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 44, Rodgers got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Fighting to stay upright. He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown.
Don't even let me jump.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Game is horrible. At least let me jump, swat, something. I'm hitting the button. Don't just let my guy just keep running.
Winds up successful.
Madden, y'all need to y'all need to fix y'all game, man. For real. There's too many little ass bugs in the game that mess up the gameplay for real. Y'all put together a shitty game. Y'all always putting together a shitty, crappy game, and there's nobody to you don't have no competition. That's why y'all don't give a damn.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
26. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
This guy just come off the block. Come on, bro.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Not coming off that
Bengals
block
on
right
3rd
there.
down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 5. Check pass. Check pass. Go to 50.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Mixon on the draw. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 36.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Sponge, no.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Good game. I'll get you again. We'll split.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Damn, man. Come on, bro.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, alert 3. Check the backer. Jump out. 36.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,